I want to know what you've always wanted to do but haven't done because you're afraid of what other people think, because you're afraid of what other people are going to say. Why, hello my beautifuls. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Savannah Rose. I make videos about living the brightest life you can, starting with what you have right now. It has been a very difficult time for me. I've been told on many ends that I'm like not doing things right, I'm messing up, I'm whatever, from a lot of different people. It's been a very stressful time. If you watched my last video, you know that I'm going to be moving to New York at the end of this week, and I have just been feeling like a loser, and I don't deserve to feel like a loser, so I am making this video for the both of us. My boyfriend lives in California, and he's actually flying in today as I'm filming this video, so I'm going to just get ready to see him, and we're just going to hype each other up, okay? It's not just you anymore, it's you and me. We're in this together. Please don't be afraid to comment down in the section below, because I would absolutely love to reach out with you, to talk with you more, and even just to go to your videos and hype you up in the same way. I know that when I don't feel worthy, I isolate myself, and that's not fair to me. I don't deserve that. I deserve to be loved, and so do you. And so if you are the same kind of way, please don't hesitate to comment anything down in the description below. Even if it's just one word, I will go and I will comment on your video, or I will do what I can to hype you up and be there for you, because I know what it feels like to be alone. With that being said, I'm gonna do the most simple makeup ever while I'm getting ready to go pick up my boyfriend from the airport, and we're just gonna hype each other up. So let's get to know each other. I am 21 years old. I got kicked out of my dad's at 18 and have basically just been doing my best to figure it out ever since. Wow, this is not working out for me. I'm from the Bay Area, so everybody that I know has support from their parents, because it's really expensive to live there, and if they didn't have support from their parents, they wouldn't be able to make it. I lived in my car for 2 months, moved to Texas. I've been here for 2 years. Texas has done nothing but send me signs that I'm not meant to be here. Just about every friend I've ever made here has been super flaky, and like I seriously couldn't count on 2 hands how many times I've been flaked on, or the people that aren't super flaky tend to be narcissists. I actually have a whole video about like my friend that was a sociopath that like just was not a good person for me in my life. And the things that I'm telling you in this video are to victimize myself, because there's nothing more that I hate than somebody who can't take like ownership for their part in things, and I definitely haven't made all of the best choices in my life. I also wasn't dealt the best hands, so that's just a part of it. I've been trying to figure myself out for the past 4 years. I'm almost 22, so the past about 4 years since being 18 and graduating high school and getting kicked out. If you want to hear more about that, I have tons of videos on it, and I can leave them down in the description below on like getting kicked out and living out of my car. Like I have tons of videos. Way earlier in my channel, about 2 weeks ago, I quit my job so that I could focus on building my content here and on door dashing just for extra money, taking a bit of a pay cut so that I can focus on this and build for future success. And because of that, I have gotten quite a bit of bad feedback from family. Okay, these are gonna shrink when they dry, so just ignore them. I've heard quite a bit of bad feedback from my family, basically telling me that I'm messing up and that I'm not making right choices, and when all of the choices that I make are based on like my gut feeling, it's really hard to hear those things, because I genuinely feel like I'm making the right choices for myself and I'm on the right path. And being bipolar, it kind of makes me feel like I'm just insane and like nothing I'm doing is correct, and maybe my family's right and I'm not gonna amount to anything. That is a really horrible feeling. Like, can I trust myself? Am I making the right choices? Like, I wouldn't wish anybody to feel those kinds of things. Like, to genuinely feel like you're doing the right thing and you're making the right choices, but nothing that I do is good enough for anybody. It's awful. Oh, you see that? You see that little freak? With all that being said, today I am picking up my boyfriend, my long distance boyfriend of 4 years. We haven't been long distance the whole time. We've been together for 4 years, and this man is just absolutely amazing. He is supportive of everything I do. He's supportive of my YouTube channel. He's supportive of my dreams, of me, of like every decision I make, even if like he has to kind of be like, oh babe, what do you think about this logistically, just to make sure that you're not gonna throw your life over a cliff. He's always there for me, and I absolutely love and adore him, and he's one of the few people that I feel like I could never do too wrong in life. Not to say that he doesn't correct me, because he absolutely does like guide me through things, and if I'm being very emotional, he is very pragmatic and very like, this is what we need to do, or like, this is what you need to look out for. I love him. It ain't perfect, but I never said it would be. So what I've learned is that in the past 4 years, everybody gives me advice, And I've spent a lot of time listening to what other people tell me that I should do, and in the short term it works out. I am financially stable and I am making ends meet, and I had my own apartment for a little while, but then it gets to a point where it's like I'm working 2 jobs, I'm not happy. My mom is offering for me to go and live with her and get a little bit of support so I can actually be a successful adult, because I haven't really had the opportunity to become a successful adult. And I want to put a lot of energy and a lot of my time into being a creator, because that is my passion. That's what I've always known that I wanted to do. I've been making videos for the past several years inconsistently, and when all this stuff started happening and I realized that I was going to quit my job and go do DoorDash, it was because I needed to do what was right for me. I needed to listen to my gut and stop listening to what everybody else is telling me to do, because it's making me unhappy. And I am willing to go through the struggles. I'm willing to go through what I have to go through to get to where I want to be, because I know that that is the cost of getting to my dreams and ultimately being more successful for struggling for a little while. I'd rather struggle now than struggle later and have wasted all that time working at a job that I really don't care for or want to be at. No, I'm not saying working isn't important. I still need money. I still need to pay my bills, but at the other end of things, like if I'm willing to take a pay cut and do door dashing just to like pay my bills and do minimum saving for the time being, that's what I'm willing to do. That is my decision. This is my life. I want to know what you've always wanted to do but haven't done because you're afraid of what other people think, because you're afraid of what other people are going to say. What is your long lost dream that you've never done, that you've always wanted to do, or that you've worked a little bit on the side but you've never committed to because you're too scared to take the leap and potentially mess everything up, quote unquote? I know that you've heard that when most people are on their deathbed, they don't regret the things that they've done, they regret the things that they didn't do in their life. And I'm 21. I'm like, you know what? If I do these things now and I fail at them, I'm young enough to bounce back from them. I'm young enough to where, you know, maybe I try, and for 10 years, I'm like, you know what? I just can't do this. This isn't for me. And then I'm 30 and I can get a 9-to-5 job and it's fine. Life is precious and you need to spend it doing things that light your soul on fire. I mean, every time I see somebody talking about their passion and the things that motivate them and inspire them, I cry every single time. So like, I'll make sure that I read your comments after I take my makeup off. And there's so few people that don't even know what their dreams and passions are, because they've spent their whole life being programmed to do what their parents think that they should do, what society says that you need to do to be successful. See guys, I never told you that this was gonna be a good makeup tutorial. Don't you just love when you miss? Maybe you're watching this video because you've always wanted to be a designer. Maybe you're watching this video because you've always wanted to be a makeup artist, or a writer, or maybe you just want to switch fields. Like maybe you are studying to be a doctor or an engineer or computer science or something that's like, you know, is going to be like profitable and you've only stayed at it because you were scared to switch to what you really want to do, which is maybe like veterinary medicine or being a teacher. What you and I and everybody in the world needs to understand is that the world is going to be so much better when we give our gifts that we were meant to give in the way that we were meant to give them. If my boyfriend's meant to be a history teacher, which he is only pursuing because I worked with him and made him think about what he wanted to do versus what he thought he had to do, which was being a computer engineer or computer science or whatever the heck. If my boyfriend becomes a history teacher, and he is so passionate about history and he teaches kids to be passionate about history, then maybe there's more history teachers that are going to be in his class that are going to be motivated and inspired to become history teachers. Or maybe there's going to be a kid in his class that was really depressed and felt like they didn't have anybody, and he was there to motivate and inspire them and to, you know, be a source of relief for that person. You never know the amazing gifts that you have to offer people, especially specific people that come along your path, if you never pursue your gifts, if you never pursue the things that you've always wanted to do. For the past couple years, I have really wanted to learn tarot, and in the past year, I really made myself sit down and focus on learning it every single day. Often twice a day, I will be studying tarot, doing tarot readings with multiple decks, because I really want to learn the craft. I really want to do something with it. And then one day I'm going to get to the point where maybe I can help somebody avoid a tragedy, or maybe I can help somebody coping with a tragedy, or just help guide somebody onto their life. and make a really big decision just because I decided to focus on what I'm doing, what I love doing, and what gifts it can bring to the world, versus doing what everybody says that I need to do because that's what's going to be the most profitable for me. A lot of people get scared when they feel like they're not going to be able to do something for themselves that's going to contribute to their lives enough, that's going to make them enough money, that they're going to be able to save enough with. And genuinely what scares me is the idea of spending life doing something that you don't really want to do, or doing something that like doesn't fill your heart with joy. And this doesn't even necessarily have to mean a career. A lot of the times people just choose careers that are going to keep them stable, and then they don't have any time to do things that they actually love to do. I know some friends that are going to college for a specific reason. They know what they want to go to college for, and they are pursuing it because it's what they're passionate about, and that is amazing. I know just as many people who never went to college or haven't decided in college what they want to do with themselves, and so they're spending tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on school when they don't even really know what they want to do. In society today, we are so rushed to go immediately into college right after high school, and a lot of the times people don't even know what they want to go for, and so they get a degree that they either don't use or that they don't appreciate. Yeah, I know I just messed up my... So they end up getting a degree in something that they're either not going to use, or they end up using and it just makes them miserable, when you could have just waited and been patient with your child, let them work and save some money and figure out what they want to do, and then they can go to school and do something that's actually going to be beneficial to them and the world, something that is going to make spending tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars actually worth spending, instead of just like, we're spending this money because you have to go to college. Like I said, it's simple. I left all my makeup palettes at my apartment because I just didn't want the stress of doing my makeup like super whatever. And I'm going to wear this dress that I have not gotten the chance to wear yet, so let's try it on. Oh, it feels so cute. I haven't worn this dress yet, and it's a little small on me, but oh my gosh, it's so cute. I get like girl in the cabin in the woods, like let's go pick strawberries and pick our own wheat and then make bread together. Like, this is what I am talking about. I am loved, I am beautiful, I am passionate, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy. It is okay to do things like this, to make yourself feel all nice and look all cute and hot and sexy and adorable like your cottage cabin wife. It's okay to do these things because it's okay to have cleavage because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good to look good and to know that I'm worthy. And I'm so glad that I took the time and that this is what the video I'm giving to you guys, because genuinely this is what I needed to hear the most. And maybe you need to hear this too, whether you are bipolar and you feel like you're going crazy like I am, or whether you are going through a big change in your life, or you don't know what you want to do with your life. It's okay to go through these things. It is okay to not know. It is okay to be insecure, but it is also okay to be worthy. It is okay to feel worthy. It is okay to know that you're good enough, no matter what anybody tells you, no matter what your family wants you to do, no matter what you feel guilty about. You feel guilty not doing the things that your loved ones tell you to do, but I'm telling you, you will not be happy, you will not feel fulfilled, and you will not live a life that you want to live if you don't just do the things that you want to do. Make yourself happy. Make it work the way you need to, so that you can be happy, so that you can do the things that you want to do, so that you can then bring light and love to other people and prove the people who didn't believe in you wrong. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to do these things. If you need me to remind you that you deserve to be happy and to do the things that you love, please leave a comment down in the description below. I am so serious. I will go on your page. I will hype you up no matter where it is. I'm really active on TikTok. Give me your TikTok page and all of your cute videos of you doing a transformation glow up, and I will comment and I will tell you that you are a bad bee. I will be your new best friend because you don't need to isolate yourself anymore. You're allowed to have friends. You're allowed to be cared for and loved. I'm allowed to be cared for and loved. I'm allowed to have friends. I don't have to isolate myself anymore. It's okay to come out. Okay, I have a really long day ahead. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that it did something for you, for somebody, and I love each and every one of you with my entire heart. Please leave comments down in the description below. I swear we will become best friends, and I really hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, your week, your month, your existence, and I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to catch up with you guys next time.